Welcome back guys to a new video from your channel New Cars Technology. I am Josh and today's video is about the all-new BMW X2. The first generation BMW X2 was not the rousing success that the German automaker had hoped for, at least not in the United States. Prior to its discontinuation, its sales lagged behind every other BMW SUV and sedan in the United States. And while BMW could have given it a significant update like the larger X3, it chose to focus on an all-new X2 instead. Although we don't know everything about the second generation X2, we do know that it will have drastically different design and will share powertrains and a new interior with the newly revealed X1. This includes sharing a FWD base rather than the bigger CLAR architecture that underlies everything from the 2 Series Coupe onwards. Because production of the new crossover is not projected to begin until late in 2023, the BMW X2 is unlikely to be available before early in 2024. The all-new X1 will be released at least a year before the 2024 X2, and it will reveal a lot about what to expect from the sportier X2. We don't yet have a pricing for the 2024 BMW X2, but the new X1 is just over $3,000 more expensive than previously, so we should expect the X2 to be similarly priced. The 2023 X2 started at $36,600 in the United States, so the new one will most likely start around $40,000 if BMW continues to sell a base front-wheel drive variant, at another $2,000 or so for the X-Drive model. And the faster and more powerful M35i that was just spotted will most likely cost closer to $50,000. Competitors will include the Audi Q3, which starts at $38,700, and the Volvo XC40, which starts at $36,550. The first generation X2 was an outlier. It lacked the coupe-like appearance of the larger X4 and X6, instead looking more like a hatchback. Essentially, it's a smaller X4, but with headlights and a square grille similar to the current X1. We'd go so far as to say that the new X1 is one of BMW's best redesigns in recent memory. So if the new BMW X2 crossover can replicate that effort while also incorporating a sportier appearance, it may be a winner. The more powerful X2 M35i has so far been spotted with wider wheels, quad-exit exhaust outlets, and a noticeable rear spoiler, while lower models should have more conservative styling and 18-inch wheels as usual. Fortunately, the grille remains reasonably sized. Standard versions will most likely have LED headlights and satin aluminum exterior trim, similar to the new X1, but Shadowline trim should be available as an option on lower trims and standard on higher derivatives. The new X2's sloping roofline is clearly visible, but due to the amount of camo in the spy images, the specific form of the taillights is difficult to discern. Look no farther than the new X1's color palette to see which BMW X2 colors you may expect. Alpine white, jet black, Phytonic blue, and San Remo green are some of the more common BMW colors, but the X2 should benefit from some of the X1's more distinctive colors, such as Utah orange. The engine in the new BMW X2 should be identical to the one in the new X1. As previously stated, this indicates a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. The X1's new 4-pot, on the other hand, employs the Miller production cycle. The combination of port and direct fuel injection, as well as modified combustion chamber shape, results in enhanced outputs of 241 horsepower and 295 lb-ft of torque. In comparison, the previous X2 28i versions produced 228 horsepower and 258 lb-ft of torque, so torque has increased significantly. The new X1 comes standard with xDrive all-wheel drive, replacing the old front-wheel drive option. It wouldn't be surprising if the new X2 does the same. Assuming the same outputs and dual-clutch 7-speed automatic transmission as the X1, the new X2 will reach 60 miles per hour in about 6.2 seconds. We haven't seen much of the interior of the BMW X2, but we have high hopes. The previous X2 had a premium-feeling interior with a logical layout, but it lacked the aesthetic flair of its rivals. Fortunately, we've taken a decent look inside the new X1, and it appears to be a major step up. Not only is it more visually appealing, but the technology outperforms the previous model. The new X1's curved panel, with its 10.25-inch instrument cluster and 10.7-inch central information panel, is anticipated to be carried over to the X2. The infotainment system will use BMW's latest iDrive 8 software in addition to the gleaming new visuals. The intelligent personal assistant introduces a new variety of instructions that can be asked via voice commands, while augmented view is a new navigation system option. The new BMW ID allows for far more personalization than previously, and over-the-air updates are possible. The X2, like the X1, should have dual-zone climate control, active blind spot detection, a motorized tailgate, forward collision warning, and park distance control as standard. The seats in the BMW X2 are expected to come standard with perforated Sensitech 2.0 upholstery, with options including a range of contrast stitching or sports seats. The X2 may have somewhat greater specifications than the X1, but expect to pay more for features such as a surround view camera system and a head-up display. It remains to be seen whether the new X2's second seating row has been impacted in terms of headroom due to its more defined sloping roof. Similarly, we anticipate that the cargo space in the BMW X2 will be less than the 25.7 cubic feet in the more practical X1. Before I finish the video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all of the latest and most exclusive automotive news. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.